What's up, everybody? It is me, Inferno Dragon Studios, back with a new video. In today's video, we are going to be going over an introduction to my hybrid dinosaur. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Starting off as the base, we have the Ingentia Prima. Ingentia Prima is the same creature that Goji Center used for their Ultimasaurus Imperatrix. So this hybrid will have some of the same abilities as the Ultima, such as a facultative biped ability, which is the ability to walk on two legs but spends most of its time on fours. Which is essential for this hybrid. Oh wait, and by the way, this is the hybrid that I submitted for Goji Center's Hybrid War submission. And yeah, if you don't know who Goji Guy or Goji Center are, they're the two YouTubers that started this entire hybrid war. So I suggest you go check them out. And by the way, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 50 subscribers by the end of the year. And right now we're at 12 subscribers. So please subscribe. But next up, we have Spinosaurus aegyptiacus. The reason I chose the Spinosaurus was to provide the overall size to this hybrid. I'm also using it for their arms and claws, since I didn't want to copy Goji Center and use Saurophag and Axe, or Allosaurus and Axe. So that is why I chose Spinosaurus. Desperate move, but you gotta do what you gotta do, you know. Then we have the Vampire Bat. One of my favorite animals. Vampire Bat I used to provide with the echolocation, heat vision, the bladed incisors to have a more knife-like bite. And I'm also using it to distribute the blood it gathers from meals and distributing it around the body, resulting in iron claws and an iron coating on the scales. And now for armor, we have the Aeropima gigas. Sorry, hiccups. Why am I using the Aeropima? Well, answer is simple. Scaly armor. Go check out Goji Center's video on their Indoraptor 2.0. It explains it in more in-depth detail. But for me, long story short, very powerful scales, very durable, and yeah, in case the fight goes to water with some of the hybrids in this war, this creature will be able to my hybrid will be able to hold its breath longer because of the Aeropima, which is an air-breathing fish. So yeah, pretty cool fish. But next up is the chimpanzee. Chimpanzees. So, why am I using the chimp? Answer, quite simple. For an aggressive behavior, I don't know why I said behavior. I already said that. Intelligence and the dexterity. Yeah. But you may be asking, why not use the bonobo? Well, the bonobo might provide more conflicting instincts with another addition to the genome later on. So chimpanzee is a overall better pick. And with that next gene contributor is the very underrated mustard known as the Wolverine, baby. So this might come as a surprise, but I'm using these guys for their jaws. Yes, you heard me right. Why not the T-Rex, you may be asking? Well, firstly, T-Rex is just a lazy pick overall. But the Wolverine, as you can see here, Their jaw. I didn't go on the wiki. Fine. Whatever. That's all I got. But zoom in here. You'll see that the Wolverine has a very robust skull with a large brain case. The Wolverine, I'm also using it for their ferocity and resilience. And this molar right here is inverted 90 degrees, providing a more powerful bite. And with these killer fangs, my hybrid's bites will be one of the strongest. And Wolverine, in my opinion, is just an overall better pick than T-Rex. Reasoning: it provides a ferocious behavior and bravery. So yeah, that is why Why? Why? Whatever. Another enhancement to the bite is the short-tailed shrew, baby! Now, why am I using the short-tailed shrew? Quite simple. Iron teeth! That is right, iron teeth. If you didn't know, these guys have iron teeth. Go check out Goji Center's Introduction to the Indominus Rex 2.0. More in-depth detail. I'm also using these guys for their venomous saliva, their rapid metabolism, and their immune system. But this guy does come at a drawback. But we'll go over the issues of this hybrid at the end of the video. Smilodon genes are next for those fangs right here, boy. But, oh my gosh. But, yeah. This fang will bore into the 2.0's body very easily. And there is a drawback of using Smilodon fangs. But, again, issues are at the end. So stick around. And finally, Alamosaurus genes were added for their osteoderms. Yes, really, they're osteoderms. Why am I using this guy? Is it just for the cool factor of the osteoderms? Most definitely not. This creature has osteoderms, but it is important for my creature because the Indom 2.0 has the ability to pounce on its opponents and topple them over. So the osteoderms will be necessary to keep the dino from jumping on it. If you want to more, here you go. Yeah, I'm taking these boys. But Alamosaurus does not only provide spikes, it also provides some shock-absorbent armor underneath Aeropima scales. And it also provides some more limb muscularity and air sacs, which are used to vent off heat. But now, with all that out of the way, it is time to introduce my hybrid dinosaur. Introducing the one and only Imperator. Look at this baby. I created this guy in 2024. He's been going through a lot of renditions since then, but this is the final design for the 1.0. Spoilers. And this guy with Spinosaurus claws, Wolverine jaws, short-tailed shrew iron, Smilodon fangs, and Alamosaurus muscularity. This guy is a beast in combat. However, he is not a perfect creature and does have many flaws. So, firstly, the first flaw is this guy doesn't really have that much brains. It's mainly Wolverine and Chimp. So it doesn't have quite enough brains to fight the 2.0. Another thing, it really lacks in speed and agility to battle the 2.0. This guy also has 2 use, by the way. And iron leaching with the vampire bat's iron suctioning ability, it does come at a drawback. Because of all the iron leaching into the bloodstream, it's possible for blood poisoning. And Smilodon fangs, as you can see here, yeah, they might break. But those are just some of the flaws with him. There are more flaws. However, this video is already taking long enough as is. So, forgot one more thing. I am working on a 2.0 version for this guy right now. And trust me, it is a beast in combat. But in terms of a fight between the 2.0, I would see the 2.0 winning 6 times out of 10. My reasoning is because the Indom just has more speed and agility that can be used to flank in Paradox Rex. So, yeah. It is not going to be the fastest, and it will take some times to land hits. But by then, the Indom 2.0 can just overpower it with its speed and agility. And the Indom 2.0 is also no slouch in strength. But forgot the metrics. With a weight of 17 tons and a height of 9.2 meters when standing up on 2 legs, and with a length of 18 meters, this hybrid is a powerful beast. However, there will be another one to come. And sadly, with the newly founded company of Inferno Dragon Genetics, Paradox was kept in an enclosure where another hybrid was airlifted in there to take out Paradox. Both of them died that day. And now, Inferno Dragon Genetics have been seeking revenge and have now created a 2.0. But that is a story for another day. And so, with all of that out of the way, this has been Inferno Dragon Studios. And Inferno Dragon Studios. And goodbye. And for now, peace.